guy named Isidore. We called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we
tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character.
Storm in the one of Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, better ass Cali. Cat Mountain, Cali, with my eyes up the valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel hit switching. Red light stop, make it drop for the go. With it, say you need I said I get it. We can supply you. Got enough.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
We are live from Boston for an Eastern Conference contest with the Celtics. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Cavaliers, this is the last game before heading back to Cleveland. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule. Facing Freaks checked in for Tyler Zeller. Jared Sullinger comes in for David Lee. And it's Crowder in for Evan Turner. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in, so on the floor for Cleveland. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith. Guard set, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Thomas goes in. Over to the left wing. Here's Crowder. Off target with his three. Cleveland leading by 5. On up the court. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Irving. And it's 7 points for J.R. Smith. Irving against Thomas. That's good.
A really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Thomas is running. Sullinger outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, it doesn't always have to be a thing.
Kinds of wins are more satisfying than blowouts.
Thomas, no good.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
1:04 left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And Thompson slams it home.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Timeout.
The perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Some changes for Boston. Johnson, he's checked in for Freak. Urebko comes in for Jared Sullinger. And Marcus. And through one half, it.
Here we go. Here we go, Boston. Now coming up the court are yours.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get height. And some changes here for the Celtics. Freaks checked in for Zeller. And Jared Sullinger subbed in for Lee. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Turner the small forward with Sullinger at the 4. And it's Freak in at the center. That's the Boston 5. LeBron dishes to Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 8 points for Timofey Mozgov.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Lets it go with a 3. And it's Freak missing. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Pass to LeBron. Fires for 3. They get it again.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Williams is out there with Irving, and it's Varejao in at the center position. Here's Rozier, covered by Irving. Zeller, the 3. That's good.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, Clark, in this one.
And I think it was a matter of concentration, Kevin. They really locked in from the line.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.